Social science, useful for GPST, HSTR, CET and other competitive examinations. 8th class, part 1, History, chapter 3. Ancient Indian civilizations. First, Sindhu-Saraswati and Vedic civilization. Most important multiple choice question and answers with explanation. Let's begin. First, consider the following statements about the Sindhu-Saraswati civilization. 1. It is also called the Harappan civilization. Yes, true. Mohenjo-daro civilization, Indus Valley civilization, also true. Harappa was the first site where evidence of this civilization was discovered. Yes, true. John Marshall announced the discovery to the world in 1994 in London News too. The civilization was restricted only to the Indus River Valley. This is a wrong statement because it is in North Alamgirpur, UP to South Daimabad, Maharashtra. Which of the above statements are correct? Our above statements are 1, 2, 3 are correct, but fourth one is wrong. Next, question number 2. Consider the following statements about Harappan town planning. Most striking feature of this age. Let's begin with the options. 1. The western portion was generally elevated. Yes, archaeologists assumed that it was a fort. Second, the eastern portion was generally larger and lower. The archaeologists assumed that it is a village area. Houses were generally built with the burnt bricks. Yes, true. Next, for the household drains were not connected with the external drains. This statement is against not connected. They were connected to the external main drainage. Which of the above are correct? Above statements are here. 1 and 2 and 3 are correct. Fourth one is false. Next, 3. Which of the following statements correctly distinguishes early Vedic society from later Vedic society? Keywords are distinguish, early Vedic and society and later Vedic society. 1. Varna was initially associated with the profession. Yes, true. Next, later, a caste became determined by the birth. Yes, true. Women enjoyed equal status throughout the both period. It is wrong. Agriculture became more important during the later Vedic period. Yes, true. Our right options are here A, B, C and D. Our right option is B only. True statement 1 and 2. 3 is wrong because women enjoyed equal rights not throughout the both periods, only one early Vedic period. Next, question number 4. Consider the following statements. 1. Luthal was an important center of sea trade. Yes, it is in Gujarat. Archaeologists find artificial dockyard port. Second, Dholavira had advanced rainwater management and harvesting. Yes, true. Kalibangan had evidence of fire altars. Yes, true. And fourth one, Mehergarh was famous for the Great Bath. This is a wrong statement. Mehergarh was a first village to identified and cotton crop farming. Let's see which are correct. Options are here A, B, C, and D. Eliminate 4. 4, 4, 4. Our right option is A. 1, 2, 3 only. Next, for you, consider the following statements. First, Harappan houses generally had a doors facing the streets. Yes, true. Second statement. Harappan houses generally had windows opening directly towards the street. Choose the correct option. Options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is A. C. First is true, but second is false. Because no single windows find in Harappan, Mohenjo-daro, in other more than 60 sites direct towards street. 6. Consider the following statements about the Vedic civilization. 1. The word Veda is derived from Vid, meaning knowledge. Yes, true. Veda is Rig Veda is the first among the all 4 Vedas. Yes, remaining Sam, Athar, Yajur. Rig Veda contains 10 mandalas and 1028 suktas. Yes, true. Hotaris were persons who recited hymns, especially on the occasion of yagas. Which option is correct? Options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is all 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are true statements. Correct. Next, 7. Which one of the following pairs contains a false statement? Options are here. First, Burzum in Kashmir, pit houses. Yes, true. Mehergarh, early village settlement and cotton farming. Luthal, sea trade. Yes, one of the huge artificial dockyard is found. Dholavira, Great Bath. The Great Bath is located in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, not in Dholavira. Dholavira, rain water harvesting management. So, our false statement pair is D. 8. Assertion A. Harappan cities demonstrated a highly developed sense of civic planning. Reason, their towns had a planned roads, covered drainage systems, and household drains connected to external drains. Options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is here A. Yes, the both A and R true. R is the correct explanation of A. As I told, the town planning of this civilization most striking and most famous among the world, their contemporary world, not our. 9. Assertion A. Luthal became an important center of maritime trade, overseas trade. Reason, a huge structure discovered at Luthal has been identified as probably a ship dock yard. Yes. In here we find Mesopotamians seal and coins, especially Sumerians. Options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is first one. Both A and R are true, and R correctly explain A. 10. Assertion A. The later Vedic social system became more rigid. Yes, later Vedic period than the early Vedic system. Reason, caste became determined by the birth and the caste system became more complex. Our options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is the first one A. The both A and are true and are correctly explain A. 11. Assertion A. Agriculture became increasingly important during the later Vedic period. A true statement. Or hunting and the animal husbandry remained the only major occupation during this period. This is a wrong statement because it is going against this statement assertion. Agriculture becoming increasingly important during the later Vedic period. Next, he is telling the same major occupation is agriculture, not a hunting and animal husbandry. It is previously early Vedic period. So options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is A is true, but R is false statement. Next 12. Match the list 1 2 with the list 2. List 1. Luthal, Dholavira, Kalibangan, and Goribangan, and Burzum. In list B, rainwater management, fire altars, and ship dockyard, and pit houses. D. Our options are here A, B, C, D. Our right option is here A. Luthal, ship dockyard, and B. Dholavira, A. rainwater management, and Kalibangan, Guribangal, fire altars, and Burzum, pit houses, underground pit houses. Next 13. Match the personalities with their archaeological contributions. List 1 with the list 2. First, list 1. Dayaram Sahani, R.D. Banerjee, John Marshall, and Alexander Cunningham. List 2. Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, announcement or publication in 1924 in London newspaper. And D. The first Director General of Archaeology. Our options are here A, B, C, and D. Our right option is A here. Dayaram Sahani, B, Harappa, and 2, R.D. Banerjee, Mohenjo-daro, Sir John Marshall, announcement and publications of regarding this civilization, Harappan civilization, to the world in 1924. And finally, Alexander Cunningham is the first Director General of Archaeology of India. Next, question number 14. Match the following with the appropriate descriptions. List 1 to list with list 2. First, Great Bath, Seals, Mahargarh, and Rig Veda. First, Great Bath, Mohenjo-daro. Let me see first options are A, B, C, and D. Our right option is here is A. Great Bath, Mohenjo-daro, Seals undeciphered yet. Not readable, man. Mahargarh, early village, yes. Rig Veda, 10th mandalas and 1028 suktas, especially Purusha suktas, caste system. Next, question 15. Which archaeological feature provides the strongest evidence of Harappan concern for household sanitation? What a question, yaar. वाह दीदी वाह, क्या क्वेश्चन है. किसने फ्रेम किया है ये? A. Brown's dancing figure in sanitation with the dancing figure. Seals depicting animals. And households baths connected within organized drainage system to external. D. Terracotta female figure. Our right option is C. The household baths connected within the organized drainage system, and every household have their own well to feed their bathrooms and other household use, domestic use of water. 16. Why is the Harappan civilization called a Bronze Age civilization? Proto-historic civilization. A options are here. First, a bronze was used as an important material for making various objects. So yes, true. Bronze was the only metal known to the Harappans. Wrong, man. They were silver and copper, jewels and gold. Next, all Harappan buildings were made of bronze. Oh no, burnt bricks. Next, Harappans imported every metal from Mesopotamia. No. Our right option is the first one. Bronze was used as an important material for making various objects. Baluchistan and Gujarat are main copper mining centers of that time. Next question, number 17. Which discovery most strongly indicates a Harappan interaction with a distant civilization? Options are here. First, pit houses at Barzoom, Kashmir. How it's relate? Distant civilization interaction with the pits in houses. They themselves hiding from their own land, other people's. And B, Harappan seals discovered in Mesopotamia. Yes, it might be. It might be true. Fire altars at Kalibangan. Is it relating? And finally, D, wells inside houses. It might be Rishabh Shetty's movie. He went to well and come out with other words. Our right option is B here. Harappan seals discovered in Mesopotamia, Sumerians, especially Sumerians and Akkadians and Babylonians and Chaldeans and Assyrians. 18. Which sequence correctly represents the transition? Options are here: A, B, C, and D. Our right option is A. First, nomadic life. Yes, as we know that Aryans came from Ural Mountains, which is located in Russia, and next they came and settled villages. Next, agriculture and animal rearing. Finally, urban civilizations. Next question, number 19. Which of the following combinations is the most appropriate evidence of Harappan artistic achievement? Let's see the options. First, a dancing female figurine, masks and sculptures of musical instruments. B, only agricultural tools and only weapons and defensive walls. Where are these defensive walls? Only religious manuscripts. Manuscripts? Religious? He is simply asking Harappan artistic achievements, which means dancing female figurines, masks, sculptures, and musical instruments. Next question, number 20. Which statement best explains the importance of the discovery of Harappan civilization for Indian history? Best explain the importance. Options are here. The first one, A, it proved that the Indian civilization began only during the Gupta period. What do you mean? 320. We are now here 17 AD. 22 to 1700 BCE, before Common Era. It demonstrated that an advanced civilization existed in India long before the traditional assumed beginning of the Indian history in the Vedic period. Yes, the Vedic period is the beginning of a historical period, which we find written documents as a form in Vedas, Rig Veda and other Vedas, Upanishads, Brahmanikas, Aranyakas, Puranas and Namas. See, it provide that India was politically ruled by Mesopotamia. Mesopotamians, they are unable to rule their land. How could they came here from Iraq? They are not British. It established that the Vedic civilization was older than all world civilization. It is a wrong statement. Before Vedic civilization, the many ancient civilizations are existed in the world. So our right option is here. It demonstrated B, that an advanced civilization existed in India long before the traditionally assumed beginning of the Indian history in the Vedic period. 21. Which one of the following is incorrect regarding early Vedic society? Options are here. The first one, king was called Rajan. Yes, correct. Sabha and Samiti and Vidata assisted the king. Yes, true. Widow remarriage was practiced, yes, in early Vedic period. Caste was strictly determined by the birth. This was incorrect. 22. Which one of the following is incorrect? Underline this. Regarding later Vedic society. Let's begin with the first options are here. The caste became more complex. Yes. B. Caste was increasingly determined by the birth. Yes, true. Women continued to enjoy exactly the same status as the early Vedic period. This might be, looks like incorrect. Second, agriculture became the main occupation. Yes, they left nomadic life and settled hunting and food gathering. They started agriculture. So our right option is incorrect regarding later Vedic society is women continue to enjoy exactly the same status as the early Vedic period. Next, 23. Consider the following statements about Harappan civilization. 1. Cotton was cultivated for textile production. Yes, true. Oxen were used for plowing. Yes. At a time, 4, 6, 8. 3. Hunting and fishing were practiced. Yes, true. Trade links existed with the Mesopotamia outer world. Yes, true. How many of the above statements are correct? Our right option is here in A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, and 4 options are all the above, and all 4 are correct. 24. Consider the following statements. 1. The Harappan script remains undeciphered. Yes. Till now. Maybe in future. Maybe someone among you. Second, bull and unicorn figures occurs on seal. Yes. The bull and unicorn. The bull is the sacred bull. Most famous figure which is on seal. 3. The sacred fig, people tree or Ashwatthama tree appears among the prominent seal imagery. Yes, this is also true. And more than 3,000 seals were discovered by our archaeologists. Harappans had no expertise in bead making. This is the wrong statement. Harappans bead making, very famous. They export it to Mesopotamia and wear it as a jewel. So our right option is here. Which statement above are correct options? A, B, and C, and D. Harappan, fourth one, eliminate 4. 4, and right option is here. 1, 2, 3. Only B is a right option. Next, 25. Consider the following statements. First, in the early Vedic period, the Varna system was associated with profession. Yes, true. In the later Vedic period, the caste became the determined by the birth. Later Vedic period, determined by the, yes, true. Women had equal status in the early Vedic period, but did not retain the same status in the later Vedic period. Yes, true. Widow remarriage was practiced in the early Vedic period but was banned in the later Vedic period. Yes, true statement. And agriculture became more important in the later Vedic period. Before, it was hunting, fishing, trading, cattle rearing. Which of the following statements are true or false? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 statements are true. This will be the final lesson. Your headache will disappear soon because I stop barking. Okay. 27. 1. Vedanta disappeared in the later Vedic period. Vedanta disappeared in the Vedic later period. Yes, true statement. Sabha and Samiti lost their importance. Second, agriculture became more important than hunting and animal husbandry later Vedic period. Yes. Widow remarriage, which was practiced earlier, was banned. Yes, true. Dowry and parda and child marriage emerged. Yes, in later Vedic period. The Varna system became less rigid, then remained entirely profession based. This is a wrong statement. Which of the above statements are correct? Yes. Either one the exclude. This is wrong. And remaining all is right. 1, 2, 3 and 4. B is a right option. Keep studying with the Jilani GK Academy and become a government teacher soon.